listening to the What the Wrestling podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. Oh, bask in his glory.
Give me a hell yeah.
We had ourselves one hell of an AEW Dynamite yesterday, and the ratings, are it. What a goddamn show last night. We got Forbidden Doors opening, Forbidden Doors closing. People, we got Bearcats letting loose in the wild. We got a bunch going on. We got good stuff. We got bad stuff. We got mostly good stuff. And then we have this.
Just bring it, bitch. Just.
Jesus Christ. That is for AEW and Tony Khan for making my Wednesday night very entertaining from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Shout out to them. And shout out to me, RJD. Check out the socials. As always, follow me, RJD, at RJD on Instagram, RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, and RJD199 on Snapchat. I am a little bit slow with what I'm saying, so I'm talking like a robot, but we're going to fix this. Don't forget to follow What's the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. Don't forget to follow What the Wrestling on Spotify and Anchor. Don't forget to follow What the Wrestling because you love me. It's all good. Let's go. Lot to get into. Yes. Tis I, RJD, here with the goddamn shades and my hot tea. Listen, y'all, we got to have the hot tea. Sometimes you need the hot tea because sometimes you've just been coughing. You don't have the Rona, but shit is just out of control. And you need to get the hot tea to make sure shit is right. So don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. We got the tea. I'm ready to roll. A lot to get into this goddamn episode of Dynamite. This is one I wish I had Isaac for. I do wish I had Isaac for this one, but I'll get him on the next one. I think I'm really gonna work hard to get Isaac for the pay-per-views. I know people rock with Isaac. They love his commentary. I like working with Isaac. He's awesome. We have difference of opinion, and sometimes he don't be knowing what the fuck he's talking about. But it's okay. That's my bro. That's my bro.
Perfect.
You can tell him I said that. But it'd be nice to have him for the pay-per-views. So I'm gonna talk to him, see what's up. As always, don't forget to hit that like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What's the Wrestling? Don't forget to hit that like button. I know I said it again. God damn it. I know. Bump me up in the algo, baby. We starting the YouTube from scratch as my hat stays perfectly still. We got merch down in the Etsy store. If you want some merch, we will be having more merch added. It's taking a little bit longer than expected, but it's coming. Don't worry about it. And as always, follow me, RJD, on all the socials you show on the screen. They will be back up at the end of the show. Hit that notification bell so you know when I go live, baby. Let's go. Now, with that being said, we had one hell of a show yesterday. I guess I'll talk about the show overall, and then I will go into what actually happened on the show. But I want to get this out the way first. Let's talk about what happened on the show. Well, as per Ringside News, we got a viewership bump last night. Hooray! So AEW pulled in a 1.129 in viewership yesterday, with a 0.41 in the all-important 18 to 49 demographic. Those numbers are great because because Raw brought in a 1.43 million viewers on Sci-Fi. So literally AEW was right there about to whip their ass, but not quite. They beat them in the 18 to 49 demo, but they didn't get them. They didn't get them in total viewership. But it's coming, man. I mean, AEW, I think they're one, maybe two pieces away from overtaking Monday Night Raw consistently. And they're going to be overtaking Monday Night Raw on a more consistent basis. Like, not head-to-head, obviously, but week-to-week. Because Dynamite's on Wednesday, Raw's on Monday. So, I think they're maybe one or two pieces away, one or two big stories away. I think it's coming, to be honest. Mark my words, it's coming. Might not be this year, but if Raw keeps losing viewers like it is, and it doesn't show any, Raw doesn't show any signs of getting any better, I think that's what it's going to be, and it's not going to surprise me. But that is the all-important 18 to 49 demo, and Tony Khan also thanks the fans for making Dynamite the #1 show on TV. So what's this about? So there was a tweet sent out. I think it was a tweet. And it says, thank you to everyone who watched #AEW Dynamite yesterday. Thanks to you and your support, Dynamite on TBS Network ranked #1 on cable Wednesday with our biggest total audience since September. We are grateful for you, wrestling fans. See you tomorrow at TNT Drama at Friday Rampage. This tweet was today and not yesterday. So good for them. #1 cable show on TV. Good for. Listen, Don DeMarco. That is very, very good. That's very, very important. AEW needs to continue to build upon what they have. This is now, I hate to, for a better choice of words, this is now AEW Phase 2. Phase 1 was the Jerichos and the Moxleys and the Darbys and the MJFs and the Britt Bakers building this bitch from the ground up. And obviously the Kenny Omegas and the Young Bucks building this bitch from the ground up for the first two and a half years. Now, you got the Danielsons and the Punks and the Keith Lees bask in his glory. You have all of these new guys coming in, and now these guys are going to be the guys to push AEW to Phase 3. And that is where I think they start to overtake Monday Night Raw on a consistent basis. Now, Monday Night Raw continuously brings in 1.4, 1.5 million viewers. AEW 1.1, maybe a 1.2 here or there. Maybe they dip below, just below a million. They're going to be okay. And I think they're going to continue to grow. And they have the TV deal for another 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. So I have faith that they can overtake Monday Night Raw. And I hope they do, because maybe the competition will push Monday Night Raw to be better creatively. I have high hopes. I'm optimistic. But listen.
Nope.
Most people just tell me,
Stop it. Get some help.
So we'll see. But that is what I wanted to start with. Now, let's talk about Mr. Keith Lee. Bask in his glory. This was a fantastic pickup. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. This feels like a big deal. Keith Lee coming in feels like a big deal. He severely underutilized on Monday Night Raw. Severely underutilized. They didn't know what the hell to do with a 300-pound man who wrestles like a cruiserweight. Makes no goddamn sense.
You lose.
Really stupid. I don't know how they didn't know what to do with him, but they did. So Keith Lee was like, we getting out of here. He got released. We getting out of here. We going straight to AEW. Good for him. He is a fantastic pickup because I personally believe he is a needle mover in terms of black wrestling Twitter. If that makes sense. Not just black wrestling Twitter, but black wrestling regardless. Because Keith Lee, I believe, not now, obviously, relax, tranquilo. Keith Lee will be AEW champion. I think he'll be the first African American AEW champion. And when it happens, it's going to be fucking historic. His presence, the way he wrestles, the handcuffs are off. I think he has the potential to be the first black AEW champion. And I can see it happening. Like I said, not now, down the line, but that's a guy you could build around and you could have as your champion because he's big as hell. He's dominant in the ring. He can wrestle as a big man and he can wrestle like a goddamn cruiserweight. It's coming. It's coming. And if they book him properly, sky is the goddamn limit for that guy. Sky's the limit. Now, I think Ember Moon, a.k.a. Athena, when she comes in, that's also going to be a big deal because she can wrestle her ass off, and I think she is really good. They knew what to do with her in NXT. Shout out to Triple H.
You win.
But once she got to the main roster, she got hurt. She tried to come back. They had no use for her. They had no use what to do with her. Meanwhile, the fucking women's division is like 3 women, and then you got Dana Brooke jumping around with Reggie doing a love story that they don't even believe in.
You lose.
So, with that being said, they're definitely going to have a stacked women's division, and they definitely already have a stacked card. Think about it. We haven't seen Kenny Omega. We haven't seen Bryan Danielson in a week or two. We don't see most of the tag teams. We don't see them every week. The Max Casters and the Bowens and the Red Dragons and Private Party we don't even see every week. Butcher and the Blade, even though Butcher's hurt, I know he'll be back. A lot of these cats, we don't even see them, and that's only like half the damn division. The ladies, half of the ladies we don't even see. Riho's hurt. She'll be back soon. We don't see a lot of the ladies. A lot of them. Besides Ruby Soho, Nyla Rose, we don't see all the time. Penelope Ford, Tai Conti, Anna Jay. All of these ladies, we don't see them often. This division is going to be stacked. I would not be surprised if they have to go to 2 hours for Rampage. Because Rampage is just, like, you're going to have to put more people on that show. Especially with Rampage being on national TV. You're going to have to. Like, you're going to have to make that show 2 hours. Eventually. Not now, but it's coming. So Keith Lee, big signing. And I cannot wait to see what they do with this brother here. Now, let's get into it. AEW came to you last night. And we started off the show with Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Now, first things first, we had FTR top guys out. We had FTR with Tully come out. Sean Spears came out. He handed Justin Roberts, Wardlow came out. He handed Justin Roberts something to say. And he called MJF a bunch of things. He's the salt of the earth. He's better than you, better than the best in the world, and you know it. He's this, he's that. He beat CM Punk twice in Chicago, blah, 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 fucking blah. And he came out on an, I guess you would say he was carried to the ring, a la Prince Nassim Hamed style, a la Floyd Mayweather style. He was carried to the ring like a king. And he then came out to a course of boos. People hated him, which is great. And then he proceeded to talk shit about Punk. And then he said, you know what? I want to thank this person who is really responsible for my win yesterday. And this person is Sean Spears. You really warmed me up.
Stop the cap.
Wardlow was about to step up. And Sean Spears promptly backed him. I think it was Dax Harwood promptly backed him into his spot like, back up, son. We ain't talking about you. Wardlow, he was looking so irritated. He was just like,
respect my authority.
I'm sure he was like,
how dare you?
My man Wardlow was pissed. He was pissed. After that, a few more gloating, which happened. Then Mr. Punk came out finally. And Punk said, listen, you beat me, you cheated, your win was about, what did he say? He said your win was about as, oh man, I can't remember the goddamn line. I should have wrote it down. But he was like, your win was faker than something. And it was like,
stop the cap.
Then he said, listen, I want a rematch versus Wardlow because he's the reason why everybody's already, he's the reason why you beat me anyway, or he's the reason why I got beat anyway. Something like that. And then he said, no, you're not getting a rematch. I already beat you twice in Chicago. Get out of here. And then he's like, well, if you're not going to give me a rematch, I'm going to come down there and beat it out of you. I was like, oh, shit. Excuse me.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So we had Stinger and Darby come out, and they all had baseball bats. As we all know, a baseball bat is the strongest weapon known to mankind. And he went out there, and Dax said, listen, you want a rematch? I want a rematch too. I want a rematch for that match we lost, that tag team match we lost, that 3-on-3 match we lost. So you know what? MJF said, if you beat them with your team, you can have whatever match you want, whenever time you want with me. And he said, but you can't use Tweedledee and Tweedledum being Sting and Darby. So he said, fine, I'll find myself a partner. He said, find somebody who actually likes you, because nobody does. And that was it. So he said, okay, and we proceeded to move on. This was fantastic. MJF is a grade A asshole. He's a grade A asshole. We all know it. Nothing wrong with this guy. On point. Probably best heel in the business right now on the mic. CM Punk coming out to no entrance music. I really like that because not everybody, if somebody's talking shit about you, you don't come out to entrance music and then you get a big pop from the crowd. You come address that shit head on. So I like that. Attention to detail. Good stuff. So, good segment.
Perfect.
Let's move on. Wardlow then had to come out because during that whole segment, Wardlow had to go get dressed because he said, Wardlow, you got a match, buddy, so you got to go get dressed. He didn't even have time to tape up his wrists. Nothing. He just had to come out. So he came out. He fought the Blade. He gave the Blade a lot of offense, more so than the jobbers he's been beating. But the Blade, as soon as he went for something in the corner and he jumped on the Wardlow, Wardlow caught him for the first powerbomb. That began the powerbomb symphony, and it was all she wrote.
Finish him.
Then he hit him with the
Hadouken!
And that was it. TKO for the Blade. He got Powerbomb 5 times, Powerbomb Symphony. The crowd hated this match until the Powerbomb Symphony. Then the crowd got hyped. So the crowd loves the Powerbomb Symphony. They got that shit over. Wardlow got that over. Good for him. So he beat the Blade. There was a backstage segment with Darby Allin and Andrade El Idolo. Stink. I finally get to talk to you, Stink. Everybody knows that this kid works for you, Stink. But I want him to work for me. Tranquilo. Shout out to Andrade, man. Andrade's the best. So, Sting said, listen, first of all, he's not a kid. Second of all, if you want to talk to him, you talk to him mano y mano. You don't got to talk to me. And he says, everybody knows you want the TNT title, but I want you to work for me. He says, I don't want to work for you. How many times I got to tell you? And Andrade says, listen, you will work for me because you want the TNT championship and I am your next TNT champion. So it looks like we're going to get a triple threat match or a series of matches between Andrade, Sammy, and Darby for the TNT championship. And you know what? Take my money. That's all good. Those matches right there should be...
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
Those matches should be over 9,000. Those three in a match. Now, they don't do triple threat matches often, but those three in a match, shit. You got it, man.
Sure you can!
You got it. Let's go. Let's go. Next, we had the Inner Circle team meeting, which was grade A shit. Are we getting a Chris Jericho heel turn? I don't know.
Wow.
Let's see. So, we had the Inner Circle come down. Jake Hager, Sammy, and Jericho without Santana and Ortiz. And then Santana and Ortiz came out by themselves, wanted to do their own thing. And then it was like, oh, Jericho said, that's cute. That's cute. It's cute. But he said, listen, everybody knows we got to do some things. What the hell's going on? And Santana said, listen, first of all, Santana, that fucking promo.
You activated my trap card.
They done activated Santana with that promo, man. Santana bringing the heat. Ortiz looking stoic as usual. Santana and Ortiz. Santana talk like a brother fresh out of New York. You know how I know? Because I'm from New York. And I know a New York person when I hear him. God damn it. Another Don DeMarco for Santana. God damn it, Santana. You killed that promo, my guy. Oh, man, that was dope. Hearing Santana speak in the passion and the way that he spoke, it spoke to me as a New Yorker from the Bronx. Spoke to me, God damn it. He was like, listen, when I am done, you may speak. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, oh, shit.
Stop it. Get some help.
I was like, Santana's not fucking around. Jericho was like,
How dare you?
Santana's not fucking around. Santana came out and cut a promo, a scathing promo, saying that they have always, proud and powerful, have always taken a backseat to Jericho ever since they were on point, ever since they tried to get on. They were trying to be tag team champions. They always had to take the back seat to help Jericho, and it's all Jericho's fault that they're not champions. And now it's time for them. And Jericho doesn't give a damn about nobody but himself, and he's tired of taking the back seat to Jericho. They're going for the tag team titles, goddammit. And Jericho said,
Respect my authority.
I am the one that caused you your success. I brought you here. I am the one who got you to AEW. I am the influencer in AEW, goddammit. And he also said, if it wasn't, what has Eddie Kingston done for you? He hasn't done shit for you, but I brought you here. You lost. February of last year, and I forgot all about this, by the way. February of last year, you had a match against the Young Bucks for the tag titles, and you lost. You fucking lost. And that's your fault. Don't put that on me. This is grade A family shit right here. It was like, don't put that shit on me because you lost last year. It's not my fault you couldn't win. It's all your fault. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be anything. Ooh, they were going tit for tat right here. Then he said, maybe I chose the wrong two members of LAX. He said, hey, Hager, what's Homicide and Hernandez's phone number? And that was all she wrote. Santana was like, oh! The crowd was like, oh! And then everybody got crazy. Santana immediately tried to choke Jericho out. And then Sammy was like, guys, we're family. Stop. We're family. And then he said, shut up, Sammy. I was like,
Shots fired! Shots fired!
oh, shit. He said that to Sammy? Oh! So Sammy then comes out of nowhere and says, listen, if you guys can't figure this shit out, then I'm done. I quit this group before. I will quit this group again. He took off his cut. And as my boy Isaac would say, you never, ever take off your cut. Ever. Shout out to Jax. Shout out to Jax Teller. Y'all Sons of Anarchy fans will get that one. But he said he took off his cut, threw it on the floor, and he said, y'all figure this shit out. And Ortiz takes the mic and he says, listen, where I'm from, we don't solve... Oh, shit. Why'd that come up? Where I'm from, we don't solve things with this. We solve things with this. And now we have an impromptu match next week. Santana and Ortiz, Proud and Powerful versus Hager and Jericho. Take my money.
Oh, yeah!
So that's going to be an awesome match. I'm glad Santana and Ortiz got the chance to shine. They fucking killed it. Shout out to New York. This was good. This was good shit. This was good shit right here. Ortiz and Santana, when they finally break free from the inner circle and they do what they gotta do, Lord knows they're gonna be on point. And they will be tag team champions. They have to be. Next, we had the Face of the Revolution ladder match qualifier. We had money-making Matt Hardy out there with Private Party. Shots. You know what I'm saying? We had Isaiah Cassidy out there. I'll get to the promo with Mr. Switchblade in a minute. But we had Private Party out there. And then we had... Oh, bask in his glory. No, we did not. That's NXT. We had I Am. I like that new theme song too. It hits. So we had the I Am Limitless hit. Limitless Keith Lee comes out. And he proceeded to beat the holy shit out of Isaiah Cassidy.
Oh, yeah!
So the first thing he does is he gets in the ring. First of all. Stop the show. Can we talk about how happy this brother looked? This brother looked happy to be there. He looked like he wanted to just cheese from ear to ear. The fans were happy to see him. He was happy to see the fans. He took his jacket off one slither at a time to reveal that there is no singlet. There is no Bearcat bullshit.
Get the fuck out of here!
This is Keith mother effing Lee in the building, the limitless one, basking his glory. And listen, Keith Lee's a little bit heavier. I'm not going to lie. He looked every bit of 340. He looked every bit of 340. He's a big guy. He almost died because of COVID. So, I mean, that's public knowledge. You could go to his Twitter and see everything he talked about openly. So I'm not saying anything that's hasn't been said publicly. But the fact that he beat that, he had his wife, his girlfriend, now wife. Congratulations to him, by the way, for getting married this weekend. He had his wife by his side. He had everybody by his side. Fuck am I talking about? His wife by his side. Sorry, y'all.
You stupid.
Yeah, his wife by his side taking care of him. She was missing opportunities in the Rumble to take care of him. Shout out to her. She's a real one. And he got through it. He had an enlarged heart. He had a whole bunch of trials and tribulations. And the fact that he's back now, he got released. They fucked up on that, and now he's here wrestling in AEW. Got a contract. Shaw was fat, and now he has the potential to have the handcuffs taken off him, and he's going to be a big deal. So, first thing he does is take Isaiah Cassidy and toss his ass halfway across the ring in one fell swoop. I almost thought he was going to throw him out the ring from the other corner of the ring. It was freaking crazy. It was bananas. Then he came down. Isaiah Cassidy did get very, very little offense in, but in the end, he hit him with the Big Bang Catastrophe. Isaiah Cassidy, he popped him up, and then he said, ah! You know, Isaiah Cassidy does that girl scream. He does it on purpose, the girl scream. This was the perfect time for him to do the girl scream. He popped him up. He said, ah! He just caught him, and they hit him with the Big Bang Catastrophe. 1, 2, 3. Him and Mark Quinn then tried to attack Keith Lee after the bell, drop kicking him. So he caught Cassidy, tried to crossbody, threw him on the floor. Caught Mark Quinn doing a front flip. Powerbombed him onto Cassidy, then powerbombed him onto the apron. Holy hell, Keith Lee's a monster.
Oh, hell no!
Holy shit. This was grade A shit right here. I can't wait to see what they do with Keith Lee. He is a goddamn beast.
Respect my authority!
We respect your authority, brother. We respect your authority. So that was awesome. But before that, we had Roppongi Vice, Trent Barrera, and Rocky Romero, and they were doing an interview when the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, Bebe, came to interrupt, and they proceeded to beat the holy hell out of Roppongi Vice. And then what happened? We had our first, because Keith Lee was right after this, we had our first Forbidden Door entrant.
Get over here!
The Switchblade, Jay White, New Japan's own, showed up and threw Rocky Romero into the goddamn truck that they were talking in front of. Told Nick Jackson nice earrings, and then that was awesome. There was a segment later on in the night where Matt Jackson said, listen, are you the next time you know, him and Kenny had a lot of issues, so you know, the next time you decide to bring somebody from New Japan, can you kind of run it by us first so that we know? He said, listen, man, don't worry about it. It's all good. He's on our side. And once you know, once you're Bullet Club for life. So he said, listen, I have something else to do. I'll see you guys later. And then that later fed into the main event. But shout out to the Switchblade. Now, I know he's obviously stateside. There's a lot of shit going on with this whole vid thing going on. There are a lot of mandates overseas. You got to go overseas and then quarantine for 2 weeks and then 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whoever the fuck knows. The mandates all over the world are crazy when it comes to the vid. So I guess that's why he's still in the States and he's not over there in New Japan. Because every time he's on Impact, he stays saying AEW, 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 AEW. Like, also all he does is talk about AEW. So I hope that we get a Switchblade match. And if we do, then I hope we get a Kenny Omega and Switchblade match. We know Kenny Omega right now is getting healthy. He carried this company on his back for a long time. He has a well-deserved rest. He's healing up. He's getting himself back into shape, getting himself healthy. Shoulders, knees, toes, everything. So hopefully we get Kenny back to talk some shit along with the Switchblade, Jay White. Because they had some epic battles in New Japan. I know. I saw them. They were awesome. So, the Forbidden Door is open. Once again, let's not close the door. Let's keep it open, guys. Grade A shit right here. Then we had CM Punk and his mystery partner versus FTR. CM Punk came out first. Well, FTR came out first. CM Punk then came out, and then we had Jon Moxley come out, baby. That was awesome. So, with that being said, they put on a great mother effing match. Jon Moxley came out. They hit the big rig, and I swore they were going to win this match. The end came where there was a nice sequence, and then the end of it was the big rig, and then after that, they got This Is Awesome chance because this was a superb back and forth match. Moxley then grabbed a real naked choke on Dax Harwood. Punk tapped out Cash Wheeler, but the referee did not see the tap. Tully Blanchard interfered, started smacking CM Punk with his jacket, and Wheeler then interfered. But after that, Tully ate the go to sleep. CM Punk reversed. Cash Wheeler ate the go to sleep. Everybody went to goddamn sleep. And CM Punk got the win. And he will have a match with MJF. Probably at Revolution. Right now, they can milk it. They don't have to do it right away. They can kind of milk it until Revolution. I think it's 3 or 4 weeks away. And listen, this is great. This was good shit. Nothing wrong here. Then we had the TBS Championship match. AQA versus Jade Cargill. Now, not going to lie to you. This match could have been better. I watched this match back. Now, AQA is trained by Booker T. AQA has a phenomenal shooting star press. Shout out to her. And I think AQA is a great athlete. She's very athletic. She's small. I don't even think she's small. Jade Cargill is so much bigger than like every fucking lady on the roster. It's like crazy. You see Jade and it's like, god damn, she's big. Like Jade she's got more, she's taller, she's thicker, she's stronger. Like every lady on the roster, she's just so much bigger than. It's crazy. Like when you see them stand side by side. Like every girl is like 5'2", 5'3". Jade is like 6 feet tall. Like Jade Cargill is like my height. So it's like, holy shit. And I'm like 6 feet, 6'1". She's got to be my height. Lord help the people standing next to her in heels. She's probably like 6'4". But Jade Cargill, now she did win this match after a phenomenal shooting star press. She did win this match with the Jaded. I think it was a one-arm choke slam. It was a one-arm choke slam and then the Jaded for the win. Now this match did get a little sloppy, but I got something to say on this. We got to stop the Jade hate, all right? We got to stop the Jade hate. Jade Cargill has had 26 matches in her wrestling career. I remember when Braun Strowman first came in, and Braun Strowman only had like 12 to 15 matches in his whole wrestling career. And everybody was getting on him. And what happened? He progressively got better. And he put on some fantastic matches later on. Jade is the same way. Jade looks like a fucking superstar. She's charismatic. Her mic skills are okay. They're not great yet. But when she says shit, she's believable and she's naturally charismatic. I saw the Talk Is Jericho podcast with her. And Jade Cargill is really likable. Like, I don't want to boo her anymore. Like, I know she's a heel, but she's super dope. She's super likable. And she's relatable. She works hard. She doesn't need to wrestle. Her words on the Talk Is Jericho podcast, she's like, I'm already rich. She was like, I was already rich before I got into wrestling. She was a model. Her husband was a MLB All-Star, or not her husband, but her spouse is an MLB All-Star. She already had money. She had sponsorships and shit. Like, she already had money. She don't need to wrestle. She already had bread. So, she really, and just from talking to her, she sounds genuine. She really wants this. And she's only had 26 matches. Nobody is going to be good or fantastic or going to be fucking Finn Balor or Kenny Omega after 26 matches. Nobody. Go back and watch Jeff Hardy when he first started in the Broken Skull Sessions. He wasn't good. He was green. Like, and I know she put out a comment on Twitter saying that she doesn't care. Keep talking about her, good or bad. People call her green, and that's okay. And it sounds like she doesn't care, but she probably does care a little bit. But my thing is this. So what? She's had 26 matches. She's fucking green. Green is not a derogatory term. Green means new. Somebody said, oh, yeah, she's green. It just means she's new. It doesn't mean like she's green and she sucks. Because Jade doesn't suck. And now she's getting trained by Bryan Danielson. So she's going to get progressively better. She was already getting progressively better. So I don't know why all the Jade hate. God damn, this girl getting so much, this goddamn girl getting so much hate. Jesus fucking Christ. Why?
You stupid.
Nope.
Stop the Jade hate.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yes, the match got a little sloppy. Jade looked visibly upset. She was trying to hold character. I don't know what the fuck happened in this match. It was a little off. But she's going to be okay. She's going to get better. You don't look how she looks without having the drive and the will and determination to get right. So she's going to be all right. Decent match. Could have been better. Got a little sloppy. Great shooting star press. Great ending. TBS champion, Jade Cargill. Then we had the Professor's 5-minute rookie challenge. Serena Deeb beat the holy shit out of somebody named Arquette in literally 1 minute. She tapped her out with the knee. Serena Deeb, they are really getting behind Serena Deeb right now. So this lets me know that Serena Deeb, they have big plans for her. And she can work her ass off. So she's going to be whooping some ass. Then we had the main event of the evening, the Texas Death Match for the AEW World Championship. The Murder Hawk Monster versus Adam Hangman Page. This match was fucking crazy. So, first thing we had Dan Lambert come out. He rushed to the ring and he started undoing the top turnbuckle. And the story of the match is Hangman can't do his move, the buckshot lariat, because you need the turnbuckle to jump over to give you the whiplash to get the lariat. So that was the story of the match. So I remember a few key things in this match. We had Hangman. First of all, the match started with Hangman just beating up Lance Archer in the back. He threw him through a glass window. That was cool. Then they came down. Hangman was getting beat up during a commercial break. Hangman got choke slam. He got the blackout onto the steel steps, or the side of the steel steps. Not the step part, but the side of the steel steps. That looked like it sucked because he like bounced off it and it was fucking crazy. Then I remember Hangman getting stabbed in his face with a fork repeatedly. Like I was like, what the fuck?
Nope.
What am I watching?
Get the fuck out of here!
Lance Archer was stabbing him with the fork. What the fuck am I watching here? This is crazy. So after the end came when Lance Archer then threw a handful of steel chairs into the ring. One of them had barbed wire attached to the chair. Before utilizing it, Archer hit the blackout. That's when he hit the blackout onto Page on the steps on the outside. He recovered. He came back in. He wrapped the barbed wire around his hand. He started rocking Lance Archer with it, and he delivered a German suplex. He threw the barbed wire off of his hand. So he took it off. He threw it on the floor. The ref went to go pick up the barbed wire, and when he went to pick it up, he buckshot lariat. He used the ref and springboarded over the ref to do the buckshot lariat over the ref, clothesline Lance Archer onto two tables that were set up on the outside. And Paul Turner counted to 10, and Hangman is your winner. After the match, Adam Cole came out, Mr. Bay Bay himself. He came out and he gave Hangman his title back, and he basically said,
Get over here!
I'm next, bitch. Baby. So, Adam Cole, Hangman Page, take my money. That's going to be a great feud that they're about to start. And Dynamite was one hell of a mother effing show. Holy crap. Dynamite was fantastic. This is one of the best shows that AEW has put on, period. So, This is one of the best TV AEW Dynamites they put on, period. This show is amazing. It was great. And I'm glad it's on. I'm glad for Keith Lee. I hope to see, I really want to see what they do next. I know Tony Khan messed up saying, somebody's coming through the forbidden door. So they got Switchblade Jay White late. They didn't get him until Sunday night because he didn't want fans to be upset. Because when you say forbidden door, that means somebody who's in another company that's coming into AEW to wrestle. A forbidden door doesn't mean a released person like Keith Lee who signed the contract. So because of the confusion, he decided to secure Switchblade Jay White for an appearance. And I hope we see more of him. I really do. So with that being said, I'm about to get out of here. Check out my socials once again. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We are What the Wrestling, here where we talk about all things wrestling. Hit that goddamn like button, baby.
Get over here!
And stop playing before you catch one of these.
Hadouken!
Alright, goddammit. But I am out. Everybody be safe. Peace. Hit the goddamn like button once again.
Give me a hell